What's up, guys? Cameron Fous here at FOUS4.com. It is April 25th. Just want to go over some of the trades from the day. It's been a pretty hot start to the week. I made $1,579.91 today. So I'm going to go over exactly how I did that. It was both on shorts of plays that broke out of FOUS4 daily patterns and had some really big rips, and I took advantage of them on the short side. Mainly because they broke out, but they were very low volume when they initiated those breakouts, and they were low price penny stocks. So I really didn't have that a whole lot of confidence in these breaking out. All of a sudden, these small cap biotech stocks just have been ripping this past couple days to the last week or so. So I didn't really have confidence in buying them, but I do have confidence in shorting them because all these stocks are most likely piles of junk, and they're being hyped up just because this whole sector is starting to move. So I'm a lot more confident in shorting these than I am than actually buying them. So let's take a look at what I did here this morning. First, NEOT. This gapped open. This was a perfect revival breakout pattern that broke out at about 85 cents on Friday, and now this ripped all the way upwards of $1.55 today. But that was a perfect revival pattern breakout here that I teach in the FOUS4 DVD on the buying side of things. But I was looking to see this, come back down after that gap open. A lot of these biotech stocks on gap opens tend to have a lot of selling pressure in the morning. So it did get a little spike action. This is a 1 minute intraday chart from this morning, but it was looking like we were kind of peaking out here near 150. So I actually went short as soon as this started to look like it was fading a little bit here and failing to break out. If you watched FOUS4 Part 2, you know what an F1 breakout pattern is, and that would have been a breakout of an F1 if this would have triggered over 155 here, which was actually highs of the day on NEOT. So I was looking to see if it was going to trigger an F1, but if it broke down, a lot of times when you see these stocks gap open, they come back down and retest the 1 minute 13 EMA, which is exactly what this did on NEOT. I got short 45 or at 145 for 10,000 shares. We quickly, saw this fail, this flag pattern breakout this morning, came back down, dropped over 10 cents on 10,000 shares. Every penny is $100. So at one point, I was up about $1,200 on this trade when it was on lows of the day. I didn't cover there. I covered half on lows of the day, 5,000 shares at 132 and 135 were my fill prices on NEOT. And then I covered the second half here at 140. Once this looked like it was bouncing off that 13 EMA, which is always a support level, and a lot of times is a potential buy area as well if you're buying into a gap open stock. So it did bounce off there and then started pushing up. So I covered there for a quick 760. You can see my NEOT trade here this morning was $760 gain just for the opening bell there. Within first 15 minutes, quick $760. I really didn't do anything for another hour or two, and NEOT, just had that quick spike back up all the way, retested highs a day, and actually failed the high a day breakout, and then came back down. I really didn't do anything all day. I'm just definitely looking for a more shorting opportunities on this throughout the rest of the week. It's only Monday. The next one was T-Log. This is another one of these little biotech stocks that are, in the penny ranges that have just been ripping all of a sudden this last week. So T-Log, again, was a perfect revival pattern breakout that I teach in FOUS4, but, the same thing here. It was a tiny little penny stock, at 27 cents. I don't like trading stocks down here. Usually what I like to trade are stocks that are breaking out over $1 per share. That's what we call the gold pattern or dollar roll. So I don't have confidence in buying these kind of stocks, but it did make a huge rip. I did add this to the watch list on Friday, TLOG, because it wasn't a hot pattern, and this thing just absolutely ripped today. But it had perfect setup patterns. But again, due to the fact that it was such a tiny little penny stock, I didn't have a whole lot of confidence in buying into this. But it did have a perfect F1 that I called out in chat here this morning at 37 cents. It ripped 10 cents there, on that's easily a $1,000 trade on 10,000 shares, which is really nothing. Only $3,700 position there to make $1,000, in 10 minutes to only risk $3,700. So really big moves on TLOG. I again called out the secondary F2 pattern that broke out here at 46 cents, but I didn't buy again. Again, these tiny little penny stocks, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in buying them, but I do have confidence in shorting them because again, they are all little turd nuggets that will eventually come down. And so I did do it. I shorted this stock at 59 cents, 20,000 shares up here at 60. And I was looking for, basically, if we look at the daily chart here, or intraday, trend, basically on the 1 minute, this had just been grinding up on the 13 EMA 1 minute. I was looking for this to finally break down, also catching up to the 50-day moving average on the 1 minute. And I finally got short here at 59 cents, and we got this nice big crack here. And I covered, again, with 20,000 shares, I'm looking at about $11,000 position. But on just each penny, you're on 20,000 shares, you're making $200. So I made a quick $820. I'll show you the screenshot here. On TLOG, I got short at 58, 10,000, and then 60, 10,000, and then I covered between basically at 55 cents, 0.546 to 0.55, and that was a quick $819 gain for a total PL, profit or loss on the daily, was $1,579. And literally, this was a little bit later in the session, but the only actual time I worked there was, a maximum of about 20 minutes to make $1,600. So that's what's possible with trading and utilizing this trading strategy. These were mostly shorts. I also teach how to go long, and we also do a live broadcast every day on Fous TV. So you get to see exactly a screen just like this. Me and Michael Spinoza, my co-head trader, trade live every day like this, call out our trades in real time, so you get to see exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it. So if you're interested in coming in trading with us, check out FOUS4.com, and I'll see you later.